I switch your lane, can't get caught up in traffic. I'm a magician, that means I do magic. They tell my niggas that her in this traffic. They poppin' pills ever since I get addict. They say you don't live what you rap or you capping. I speak for others, little bitch, I ain't acting.
What is up, YouTube? It is Showtime and I am back with yet again another video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to be a comp center in NBA 2K22. Basically, I'm going to be giving you guys a full guide, giving you guys all the tips and the tricks that I know of and that I use in order to just be a good center at the game. Now, a lot of you guys will send my videos to other centers who are in need, and I'm definitely promoting that. If you guys have a friend or you guys have a center that you guys are playing with on a day-to-day basis, or you guys as a friend that wants to get better at what they're doing, feel free to send them this video. Just click the share button, send them the link, send them to iMessage, Instagram, whatever it is. Share the video, share the wealth, share the knowledge so that they can play better too. I always promote that. But yeah, this is just going to be a video where I'm going to get into everything, you know, just basically an advanced tutorial on how you guys can be a much better center. So with all that being said, I just want to ask that all of you guys, please do like, comment, and subscribe. The more likes that I get, it actually helps my videos get into the YouTube algorithm, which will ultimately lead me and my channel to grow. So I'd really appreciate if you guys do that. And with that being said, we'll get straight into today's video on how to be a comp center in NBA 2K22. So the very first tip I have for you guys, I want to say probably the most important thing you guys have to know how to do as a center is probably get rebounds. So I have a video where I've gotten to specific detail on how to do so. I will leave a link in the description. But basically, when you guys are rebounding, the first thing you guys have got to do is know how to box out. So when you guys are boxing out, you guys have to press the L2 button, and you guys actually have to be in position to box out, meaning you guys have to be in front of the person you are trying to get the rebound from. So as a center, you guys have got to know when to drop. I will leave clips of this on stream. You guys have got to know when to kind of leave and stop setting screens to also go get the board. Either on both ends, you guys have got to know how to box out and how to get rebounds. Rebounds are probably the most important thing that a center must do. You guys got to give your team second chance points, and you guys have also got to get stops. Rebounds are a part of stops. If your team gets you a stop, you guys have to get rebounds. So you guys have basically got to run towards the paint, hold L2 on the opposing center or whoever it is that's trying to box you out, and then once you guys have done that, you guys have to press triangle and you guys have to actually time your rebounding. So for those of you guys, that's just kind of a quick method I have for you guys. For those of you guys who want a more in detail video, I'm going to leave a video on how to set screens on NBA 2K22, the best screens. And honestly, with that tip, we'll kind of move on with more tips on how you guys can become a much better center and things you guys have to know how to do as a center. So another important tip, I have a video dedicated to this too. I will leave a link in the description to this too, is how to hedge. You guys have got to know how to hedge as a center. Now what hedging is basically when you guys are kind of faking a switch. So for example, if you are playing defense, you and your lock are playing defense on the ball. Say the lock gets hit by the screen, that will leave the opposing guard wide open to do whatever he wants, whether that be shoot, get a mid-range, dunk, fade, and you guys as a center, it is your job to not let that happen. So once you see your lockdown or whoever it is guarding the ball gets hit by a screen, or even if they don't get hit by a screen, if you see that they are not there, you guys have to step up and take their position until they're able to get back to the person that's supposed to be guarding. So don't worry if that's confusing. There will be clips. Hedging is very important. I will leave a clip of me hedging. You guys have definitely got to know how to hedge. Once again, I will definitely leave the link in the description on how to hedge. A more detailed video. This video is just kind of like a quick run through, a quick guide on things you guys should know how to do as a center. So once again, check the link in the description down below on how to hedge a lot better, and now we'll move on to the next tip. So the next very important tip, now I did not release a video on this, but I will be very soon, is you guys have to have insane pick and roll defense. This is a very big and very important tip. Now some tips that I can give you guys is when you guys are playing against someone or you're defending the pick and roll, you guys hedge game has got to be on point. That is the last point that I obviously covered, so rewind or go check the video on how to hedge. Once you guys have kind of mastered the hedging, now it's really about your recovery game. So when I mean recovery game, when you guys are finished, you guys have got to run back down to the paint and also try and stop the lob from going down or get the rebound. I know it is a lot harder than it probably sounds hard, because you guys actually have to play defense on one person and go back down and get the rebound and kind of cover the person that's about to score in the paint. I know it sounds hard, but once you guys have mastered this, it's kind of easy, and you guys, it's all about understanding. Once you guys understand something, it'll become a lot easier to do. I will leave clips of this on screen, your recovery game, and just some good pick and roll defense. You guys have got to hedge. Once you guys are done hedging, you guys got to run back down to the paint. Sometimes you guys can fake a hedge, fake a switch, and then run to the paint to recover lobs. Like being able to block lobs and stop lobs from going down is so very, very, very important this year. I will have as much clips as I can fit in of me doing so. So make sure you guys have good pick and roll defense, good recovery game. Really analyze the clips that are on screen and watch how I'm kind of doing it. And now we'll move on to the next tip. Now, another very important thing you guys have to know how to do as a center is play the passing lane. So once again, I will have clips of me doing so. Basically, the passing lanes is, for example, if someone makes a good or a bad pass, you guys can intercept and steal the pass before it even gets to the person it's supposed to. Now, how to play the passing lanes is quite simple. It's all about understanding the angles in which passes will be made, and just sometimes it's just common sense. If you guys see a pass that is obvious and you guys think you can get there to steal it, always go for it. Aggressive centers who know how to play defense are some of the best in the world. All the best centers in the world that are playing comp stage, tournaments, E-League, whatever it is, they know how to play the passing lane. So to play the passing lanes, all you guys have to do is get within the passing lane. It's more of an IQ thing. See where the obvious pass is. See where a pass can be made. Get there and press square to actually steal it. So get in the passing lane, press square, and time it. You guys have to time your square, time your reach in for the passing lane. It's all about understanding it. I'd say the best way for you guys to practice your passing lanes is just by playing the game. Some things are best learned through experience. Play a lot of stage, play park, whatever it is. I advise playing stage because that is where a lot of more competition is, and you guys will learn how to play the game a lot better. Do not be afraid to lose. Do not be afraid to mess up. Don't be afraid to sell. All the best players in the world lose. They sell. They have their moments. That is a part of the process. That is a part of learning. So never be afraid to learn something new or lose. That is a part, and that is just how the game goes. You guys got to lose. You guys got to mess up, which is going to make you better players. So go ahead, analyze the clips that I have on screen on how I'm playing the passing lanes. I will drop a dedicated video on how to play the passing lanes very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. And with that being said, we'll move on to another tip that I have for you guys here today. Now, another important thing you guys have to know how to do as a center is to blitz. For those of you guys who do not know what a blitz is, it is basically for you guys to just kind of press the ball, rush the ball, and get a quick steal. I will have clips of me doing so on screen. These blitzes can be very, very clutch. Telling you guys, anytime you guys can get a stop for your team, it is clutch. Like, you guys can get some stops for your team and kind of, you know, run away with the score, get some baskets. I'm telling you guys, it is very important. How to blitz, just a quick detail. I'm also going to drop a individual, like just a dedicated video on how to do this, a tutorial very soon, so do stay tuned for that too. But just a quick run on how to do it is you guys have got to run towards the opponent and then kind of run to the side that their ball, like the ball is in their hand. And so say the ball is in their left hand, you guys have got to rush that side and press square to kind of steal it from them, get a quick steal. We call it a blitz because it's fast. You kind of rush them and you kind of just bum rush them for a steal. It's not very hard to do. It's all about understanding which hand the ball is in. So if the ball is in the right hand and he's running up the court, run to that right side, get that quick steal, and get your team to stop and get your team the ball. I will leave clips of me doing so down below. I always do, and I will move on to the next tip that I have for you guys here today. So another important thing you guys have to know how to do as a center is to know when to roll. You guys got to know when to roll to the basket to get a quick dunk. I will also be dropping like an individual video dedicated on how to run the perfect pick and roll offense. I'll also be dropping how to guard the pick and roll very soon, so just stay tuned for that, and I will show you guys real soon. But I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown on how to do so now. So basically, you guys have got a set a screen and roll. Now the thing is about a pick and roll is you guys don't always have to set a screen. You guys can set a fake screen and run to the basket and get your team the quick two. Being able to pick and roll is very important. You don't always have to set a good screen. You guys can fake a screen and run. Probably the best way to do it is by hitting the opponent with the screen. Hit the opponent with the screen, which will either free up the guard from taking a three. The guard can take a three, or you can run down and get the quick two when you hit the screen. You guys can confuse the defense. When one man is not playing defense, there will always be another man open. That is something very important to remind yourself with. And remind yourself, if someone got hit, if someone's on the floor, if someone got dropped, and they're not playing defense, there will be someone open. So once you guys are pick and rolling, it's kind of self-explanatory. Set the screen, set the pick, and roll to the basket. I will have clips of me doing so. And now we can move on to probably the last few final tips that I have for you guys today. So I want to say this is the last and final tip that I have for you guys today, is basically just be an aggressive center. You guys don't always have to play by the book. A lot of centers are afraid to sell. They don't want to do this. Be aggressive. Go to the rim, dunk it, get yourself a quick two. being aggressive is very important. Like that's what's gonna make you special. You guys don't want to be a cone. Like there's fundamental big men and then there's a special big man. You can be a fundamental big man where you do everything that you're supposed to. You completely abide by the rules, by the books, and you're just trying to get the win. But it's always good to be a little bit aggressive. Being an aggressive center can definitely make you a much better center and a much better player. And that is basically all for today's video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I didn't want to make it too long. There may have been maybe a few tips that I left out, but they weren't very important. Well, all tips are important, but I wanted to make this a short and sweet video so that you guys can kind of get through it and not bored by it. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if any of the tips here did help you guys, and also share the video. Share the video to any of your friends who are in need or in need of some tips or some help on just how to be a better center. And basically, yeah, that's all for today's video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you guys in the next one.